This model kit review is of the F-86D Sabre dog, and it's a 1/48 scale model by Revell. Here are the dimensions and colors needed. We do have some pictures here of the finished plane. Let's have a look inside. Take a look at these screws here. Interesting, these are actually made to be stuck together to the other ones to keep them aligned. Here are our wings. These are actually very well molded. Fair amount of surface detail here. These are recessed lines with the leading edges that are going to be separated. Here are our wheels also. Very nicely molded, a lot of detail. Same thing here for our tails, stabilizer. Looks like our flaps here, that'll go inside there. Here's our fan for the turbo fan for the engine. Here are our wheel wells, covers, and as you can see there, a lot of detail molded in. Here's the inside of the wheel well. Here, the other side of the wings is the underside. All recessed rivet lines and panel lines, very crisp lines, very well molded, no flashing, no mold lines. Here are our leading edges. There as well, landing gear parts. Here we have our canopy and glass pieces, really well molded. And we have our fuselage. This is a lot of surface detail, they're all recessed. Here's our air brake. This is a very good level of detail. Quite surprised actually. Here's our fuel tanks, air brakes. Here's our nose with air intake. We have two arms. And let's have a look. Here is probably our exhausts. And looks like a gun pod or rocket pod there. And here's the other side, the last sprue. We have the other side of the fuselage. Same level of detail. Nothing on the cockpit there. But here is the cockpit, and we have a tremendous amount of detail on that cockpit. And here's the nose wheel well, also a lot of detail. Here's our seat. And our nose wheel. We have a pilot. It's also very nicely molded. All these details are just really excellent. Here's our control stick and instrument panel. Also nice details there. Got some details here on the side walls. Exceptional amount of details here in these decals. Really, this is excellent. All the markings on the outside of the aircraft. Let's have a look at our instructions here. Okay, here are the paints needed. We start off with building the cockpit, and it looks fairly detailed. We have the nose wheel well, pilot, and the fuselage parts put together with the exhaust and the cockpit on the inside. Then we have the wings going together with the wheel well walls and leading edges. Then the wings are glued onto the fuselage. Flaps are put on, up or down. In landing gear. Nose wheel and fuel tanks. We have our rocket pod, air brakes, either open or closed, and our stabilizer goes on, and then the canopy. Here are the decal guide. Here is the decal guide. Here's the other side. Tremendous amount of detail on this model. And here's the painting guide. And we have two options there. This really is exceptional. You know, it's one of the newer Revell models that has a tremendous amount of detail. The things we're looking for are going to be the decals, as you can see here. Exceptional level of detail. Also looking for wheel well detail. Usually it has to be built or added, customized. And then cockpit detail. This really is impressive.